Hello, my kitties and my parents. Welcome to Story Time with Gamon. I'm Gamon. I'm also Celia Kibler, and I welcome you here to Story Time, where we tell a new and different story every night at 7 o'clock. And usually on Wednesdays, my sister comes in and she tells one of her multicultural stories. So tonight, we are telling the story of Benny Rabbit and the Owl. And this is a wonderful little story all about friends. Friends. We love friends. So as you're coming on, have your parents put your name in the chat stream so I can say hello to you. I'd like to say a proper hello. And you can also have your parents put their names in the chat stream. Also, guys, share this out to any friends who you know like stories and like hearing about stories. And hi, Sandra. Hi, Ree. How are you? Who likes to have stories as well, because, you know, a lot of kids like to hear stories. So we're going to get started, and we're going to start on Benny Rabbit and the Owl by Joseph Lowe. It was time to go to bed, but Benny Rabbit didn't want to go to bed. May I go out and look at the stars? He asked. Mother Rabbit looked at Father Rabbit. All right, she said, but don't stay too long. It is 1 minute past your bedtime now. Benny Rabbit looked at the stars. The sky was dark and very clear. I bet it would take a long time to count the stars, he thought. Maybe as long as 10 minutes. Then maybe the owl won't be there anymore. Hi, Mason. It's my baby, my grandbaby. Hi, honey. Hi, Logan. Hi, whoever else is listening with you. Christian, Sarah, Paul. Okay, back to the book. He went back to the house and climbed up on Mother Rabbit's lap. How long would it take to count the stars, he said. My goodness, said Mother Rabbit. That would take all night, maybe longer. Off to bed with you now. It is 3 minutes past your bedtime and the world is turning around, said Father Rabbit. He looked over the top of his glasses at Benny. How big is the world? Asked Benny. I know it's very big, but how big? It is bigger than the moon and smaller than the sun, said Father Rabbit. But enough of this, young fellow. 4 minutes past your bedtime now. Tomorrow I think I will walk clear around the world, said Benny Rabbit. I will take 3 nice carrots and a bag of radishes, and I will wear my new hiking shoes. Never mind tomorrow, said Mother Rabbit. Right now, it's off to bed you go. Do you ever have trouble going to bed? He seems to have trouble going to bed, don't you think? She went to the bathroom and turned on the light. Brush your teeth, she said. Don't forget the ones way back in the corners. Benny Rabbit came out of the bathroom. Somebody will have to squeeze the toothpaste, he said. It won't come out for me. It is now 6 minutes past your bedtime, said Father Rabbit, and the world is turning. If you are not in bed in 1 minute, someone will squeeze you. Benny Rabbit went back to the bathroom and closed the door. Father Rabbit and Mother Rabbit could hear him brushing his teeth. He brushed a long, long time. Then they heard him call through the door in his nobody loves me voice. My throat feels ticklish. Maybe I'm getting sick. I better gargle with some good hot water. They could hear the water running into the glass. They could hear Benny gargling. He gargled a high, thin gargle like a little baby rabbit. He gargled a low, rumbly gargle like a big father rabbit. Have you ever gargled? Kind of tickles your throat, but it cleans it nicely. Then he got some gargle down his throat and began to cough. Mother Rabbit jumped up and ran to the bathroom. She put her arms around Benny and hugged him hard. Benny stopped coughing and looked at her. "You didn't have to hug me that hard," he said. There was a small tear in the corner of his left eye. It had come there because of all the coughing, but it made him feel sad just the same. "Hi, Kim." "I need a story," he said. "Can I have a story?" 9 minutes past your bedtime, and the world is turning, and I have had just about enough of this nonsense. Has that ever happened to you guys, where you just couldn't settle down to go to bed? "When you were little," said Benny Rabbit, "could you stand on your head?" He stood on his head quickly before Father Rabbit could answer. Even upside down, he had a worried look on his face. Mother Rabbit looked at him, and she got a worried look too. She looked at Father Rabbit. "Is something bothering you, Benny?" she said. Benny fell on the floor. "There is an owl in my closet," he wailed. "A great big owl with furry feathers and long, sharp claws." He looks a little frightened. "And when you close my door at night, he looks at me with his big, round, yellow eyes. He looks very hard, and he scares me. I don't want to sleep in my bed." Have you ever been afraid to sleep in your bed? Sometimes. And Benny Rabbit cried real tears. They ran down his cheeks and into the corners of his mouth. They tasted salty. "Well," said Father Rabbit, "that is enough to scare anyone. I'll just go have a look." He went into Benny's room, and they could hear him open the closet door. Do you think there's an owl in there? Let's see. Benny looked at his mother. They heard Father Rabbit talking softly. When he came out, he said to Mother Rabbit, "My dear, do you think we could spare that carrot that was left over from supper tonight?" Mother Rabbit did not understand, but she went to the kitchen and came back with the carrot. "Thank you," said Father Rabbit. "That will do the job nicely." Wonder what he's thinking. "No wonder you were frightened," he said to Benny Rabbit. "That is not a big owl, but he does have big eyes. It is because he is hungry and frightened. All he wants is a bit of food and someone to take him back to his home in the woods." "Come with me and we will see what we can do to help him." "Is he really scared?" said Benny. "Oh, yes," said Father Rabbit. "He is just a baby owl. We must try to comfort him. Isn't that so, Mother Rabbit?" Mother Rabbit thought about it for a moment, and then she smiled. "Come," said Father Rabbit. "Help me get the owl out of the closet and back to the woods." Benny did not want to go at first. Then he followed his father. They stood together outside the closet. "Come out, little owl," said Father Rabbit. "Don't be afraid. See what a nice carrot we have for you." Father Rabbit turned to Benny. "He's looking at it," Father Rabbit said. "He wants it very much. Let's take him out to the living room." They walked through the door. Benny was in front. He looked back. He saw that his father had the carrot in his left paw. His right paw was held out so the owl could perch on it. "Poor thing," said Father Rabbit. "He looks as if he hasn't eaten for a week." "Wouldn't you be really hungry if you didn't eat for a week?" "Maybe he'd like to eat the carrot outside," Mother Rabbit said. "Owls are shy about things like that." "How right you are," said Father Rabbit. "Come, Benny, we will take him to the edge of the woods. He will find his way from there." Mother Rabbit opened the front door. Father Rabbit went first. He held his right paw carefully so the owl would not get bumped. Benny and Mother Rabbit followed him. They went across the grass to the woods. Benny looked at his father's left paw. "Where is the carrot?" he said. "I gave it to the little owl," said Father Rabbit. "Owls like nothing better than a tasty carrot when they are feeling low. It cheers them up." Thanks, Mason. "My goodness," said Father Rabbit, "the world has turned and turned. It is 17 minutes past your bedtime. Wave goodbye to the owl now. He is not hungry anymore, and he'll sleep well tonight." "Now I think of it," said Father Rabbit, I'm rather sleepy myself. Time we all turn in. Now it's everybody's bedtime." Benny looked into the dark woods. He waved his paw slowly. Then Father Rabbit, Mother Rabbit, and Benny walked back to the house. "Such a little fellow," said Mother Rabbit. "He couldn't have come from very far away. He's probably back in his nest already." Do you think there was really an owl? When they got home, Mother Rabbit took Benny to his room and tucked him in. Benny Rabbit raised his head. "Maybe I will dream about the little owl," he said. "I am glad he is back in his own nest with his own father and mother. Maybe the little owl will dream about carrots," said Mother Rabbit. What are you going to dream about tonight? Huh? Owls? Rabbits? "Maybe he will dream about me," said Benny Rabbit. His head went slowly down to the pillow. He was fast asleep before he knew it. Isn't that a nice story? So was there really an owl? We don't really know, do we? Anyway, guys, it's a nice story about making friends, even if it's not a real friend. It makes your heart feel good, makes you sleep well at night. Oh, I know, Mason. Wasn't that a sweet book? Okay, I used to read it to you when you were here. You may not remember, but I did. All right, guys. So let's all relax and calm down. You do remember. Oh, good. So let's all relax and calm down. Let's hold up a finger together and do some breathing together. Can you guys smell the flower? And blow out the candles. Smell the flower and blow out the candles. Smell the flower, blow out the candles. And one more time, smell the flower and blow out the candles. Doesn't that feel great? Just sometimes feels super great to just breathe and relax. So guys, I'm so glad you joined me here for story time tonight. And don't forget, every day of the week, Monday through Sunday, I do story time at 7 o'clock here on Facebook, on YouTube, and on Periscope. So I hope you guys join me again. Set your alarms, new books every single week. And guys, if you don't, if you're on Periscope or you're on YouTube and you're not on Facebook in our Pumped Up Parenting group, I would love you to join Pumped Up Parenting with us. And tonight at 9 o'clock, I'll be on a podcast. And the podcast is, hold on, I have to get the name so I don't mess it up. Hold please. Let me get the name for you guys. So it is Jeff Mara's podcast. And that you can go on to Facebook and you can find Jeff Mara podcast, that group, and it will be live in that group. Okay, guys, so I hope you submit. That's at 9 p.m. Eastern time, by the way. And we're going to talk about really calming the chaos in your home. Stop feeling so stressed with all this quarantine and stop yelling at your kids. Okay, so that's what we're talking about tonight at 9 o'clock. Everybody have a great night. I wish you days filled with peace, love, tons of laughter. It really is the best medicine. And I'll see you tomorrow night at 7 o'clock, 9 o'clock tonight on Jeff Mara's podcast and around the web. Bye, everyone. Bye, Mason. I love you. Bye, Logan. Bye, Christian. Bye, whoever else is watching. Love you guys. Bye-bye.